This is a pretty small but nonetheless interesting update. Mostly bug fixes, with a few changes to the UI here and there. Let's start with that UI, as that's where the most exciting and flashy parts of this update are. The buy menu track by Spawn has been replaced with a facility hidden outside the map. It looks much more formal, and has lights so that you can better see what you're trying to buy at night. Plus, you can now build where the old track used to be. In the third-person driving UI, there's now a basic speedometer, and on locomotives without generators, said toggle will no longer appear. Nice quality of life features there. Tip overlays no longer display in the upper left corner of your screen, instead displaying to the southeast of your cursor. I'm personally torn on my opinion on this one. It feels more intuitive with your eyes already focused on that general region of the screen, but also more intrusive, forcing you to focus on it even if you already know what to do. It's a neat change, but one I wish was something the player could pick and choose on. And it's definitely a pain when you encounter that bug where the switch stand tip just won't go away. As for bugs, there's two this patch that the team said they fixed, but didn't fully. The first was an issue where trains were sinking into the ground when traveling at low speeds, or maybe shunting, or maybe driving over turntables. However, on my own livestream yesterday, I encountered this bug on my first use of a turntable. I think it was specifically because the turntable had never been moved an inch since I first placed it, so I would say to keep a close eye on new turntables and to maybe give them a slight nudge back and forth to break them in before use. The second case is one where they did fix the issue, but had to temporarily remove some functionality to do so. Commonly referred to as ghost brakes by the community, this bug would result in brakes being applied at full despite them displaying as if they were turned off. The temporary fix, the brakes now switch between off and on. You can't apply only some brake power, it's all or nothing. A future Unreal Engine update should hopefully tackle this bug for once and for all. In addition to those two partial fixes, here's the things I felt were important enough to mention. The Shay will no longer superglue itself to cars. Regulators should be less buggy in first person. Plantation cars are more consistent to load. The game should no longer crash when saving on larger worlds. Engines no longer stop on low regulator settings. I can't really speak on these last few bugs on screen right now, as I haven't encountered them myself. If you know more about any of these, please feel free to comment on them below. Thanks. And that's about it, really. I did say it was a small update after all. So, thanks for tuning in. Have a nice day, and I hope you learned something. Cheers, folks.